Hey folks, hope you're having a wonderful day. So, I was driving home this past Friday, the 13th, and man, whew, that traffic was absolutely insane. Multi-vehicle incidents, even one that happened like right in front of me as the people were looking at the remains of another accident. It was insane. But I stopped by a Walmart not too far from the house, not my local one, since for some reason they don't restock very often. But the one I stopped by had, I think, about 14 boxes of the 2024 Select. I tried my best to not buy as many as I could. I only bought two. These things were $40. So yeah, the price hike, inflation, however you want to call it, is real. These were $40. I bought two. Man, that was a pretty hard thing for me to, like I said, not buy more. But I do know, online it's a bit cheaper, and I believe Target's going to be 35 or maybe even 30, depending on where you look it up. But yeah, this was expensive. So, like I said, I'll probably buy some more from somebody else. Especially if this rip goes well. So anyway, we're going to open these two. We have 24 cards inside, so 48 cards total, so a little bit less than $1 per card. 6 packs, 4 cards per pack. We have the cool things we can always pull, as we have every year. Red and blue Prism shock die cuts. We have the Zebra Prism shock die cut. If you don't remember, last year I pulled the Zebra CJ Stroud, which was absolutely insane. If you haven't seen that video, it is out there. Man, that was still cool. I still have it too, and I still need to get it graded. I probably should have done it a long time ago. But you also can get some autographs and mem cards, and if you want to see what all they have, there you go. That's some insanely small writing, too small for these old eyes. But we have Mr. Herbert, Mr. Jordan Love on the cover. Let's get it going. So yeah, I bought 2 boxes, but I will admit they didn't have Series 2 on the shelf, but they did have some other stuff that I was interested in. The new Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy set came out. I don't play Magic, but I am a huge fan of the Final Fantasy series. I played it in my younger years, and so yeah, when those came out, I had to grab some of those, and those were not cheap, so that's probably why I held off on the Select. And in the next couple of days, we have Topps Chrome Marvel. So yeah, a lot of stuff coming out, and the stuff is golly expensive. All right, let's get to it with the first box of Select. All right, let's get things going. We have Mr. Cedric Tillman with the Browns. We have Justin Fields with the Steelers. And then for our, oh, look at that, starting things off right off the bat, that makes this box officially cool. We have a red, white, and blue Bo Nix of the Denver Broncos, and then our last card is Mr. Emmitt Smith. So right there, we pulled a decent card right there. We have it's a concourse, and yeah, right there, Bo Nix. That is insanely awesome. Man, that's the way you start off, All right, first pack. There we go. Man, my brain just went, man, what if we pulled a Zebra of Mr. Daniels? I'd probably oh, look at that, we have a rookie Brock Bowers right there. Man, another awesome card right there. We'll put him in the sleeve in just a moment. We have Rashad White. Then we have Mr. Joe Burrow. And then our other one, we have Malik Willis with the Packers. But what I was saying was, what if we pulled a Zebra, Mr. Daniels? Man, I'd probably I would just that'd be it. Obviously I wouldn't retire because that's not going to bring in $1 million, but I would just be on cloud 10. Or as a Spinal Tap. This one goes to 11. I'd be on cloud 11. All right, we have Talanoa Hufanga. And then we have, look at that, another awesome rookie, Bucky Irving. And then we have Mr. Sewell with the red, white, and blue. And then, oh, look at that, a Drake May. Man, we're pulling some awesome rookies here in this box. And this one is, that's a premier level. So right there. And then so we have Brock, we have Bucky, we have Drake May. Man. This next submission to PSA is going to be very, very interesting. Definitely, if I'm going to look over that Bo Nix a little bit closer, but yeah, if that Bo Nix passes the mustard, it's definitely going to be on its way. All right. We have Ivan Pace Jr. with the Vikings, Joe Anderson, and then we have, looks like we have a silver die cut of Aaron Rodgers with the Jets. That's pretty cool. He just signed with the Steelers. And then finishing up, another Jet, Joe Namath. All right, 2 packs to go in this first box. This incredibly awesome first box. That Bo Nix probably paid for the box himself. Even raw. Who we have? We have Kamari Lassiter with the Texans. Then Will Anderson Jr. And then for a select, we have another Drake May. That's pretty cool. And select certified. And finish things off, we have Mr. Brock Purdy. And every time I see these in every video I see I think of Target, and I'm like, I bought this at Walmart. So, but Mr. Purdy, Mr. Big contract there, who went from making a couple of million to making 50+ million a year. Man, I wish I could do something like that at my job. Just walk in and go like, hey, I want to make 25 times more than what I am now. George Kittle, Cameron Jordan, and oh, looks like we have a green here. Man, let's hope for that to be absolutely awesome. Right here we have a future Rome Odunze with the Bears. All right, so with the green, is it a rookie? It is a rookie, and the colors are looking all right there. Is it? Is it possible? Is it possible we have somebody worthwhile? It's Marvin Harrison Jr. Hey, that's pretty cool. So we have a green neon, and it's numbered. It's numbered to 599, Mr. Harrison Jr. Wow, that is absolutely awesome. I know I keep saying absolutely over and over because that's the first word that pops in my head. So I apologize for the incredibly repetitive nature of that. But hey, look at that. Marvin Harrison Jr. So yeah, we pulled two awesome shot cards. Bo Nix and Marvin Harrison Jr. Man, with that red, I was really hoping that was Mr. Jaden. That would have made this box just bah. Trying to avoid saying absolutely now. All right, first box down. Absolutely. Well, there you go. First box down. Incredibly awesome box. My adverbs are severely limited. I'm pretty sure when I wrote my essays in school, I did not say absolutely over and over again to fill out the 1,000-word requirement. I'm sure it was a little bit more verbose. All right, but that's okay. We're gonna keep going. Second box. Let's hope it's as good as the first. All right, let's get to it. All right, we have Mr. Jaden Reed with the Packers. Mr. Jaden Daniels. There we go. We have we pulled the base Jaden Daniels. Hey, I'm not going to complain. We're going to sleeve him up. In fact, we're going to put him. He deserves a top load. Okay. It's not even a die cut, and I can't even get him in a penny sleeve. So it's a little bit of a darker red. Okay. So, all right, man, these 2 boxes have been insane. All right, we have a Braylon Allen with the future, and then end things off, DeMarcus Ware. All right, this one's kind of thick, so I have a feeling this might be a mem, which tells me we probably won't pull a zebra in this rip, which unfortunately, but you know, it is what it is. All right, Michael Pittman Jr., Aaron Rodgers once again, and then look at that. Oh, look at that. We have a draft selections, Bo Nix. Wow, that's pretty cool. I wonder if it's numbered. Then we have a red, white, and blue right behind. Who do we have? Oh, we have Mr. Travis Kelce. All right, is this one numbered? Let's take a look. It is not numbered, but still, that is a pretty decent card. Man, Mr. Nix has been just showing up all over this rip. I'm not a Broncos fan, but hey, I'm sure there are plenty. It is, I mean, not multicolored, obviously, and I presume it's not from the enclosed authentic. Remember, it's not from any specific game or event, right? it's just something orange they found in the back room and say, hey, we'll just throw it in there. All right, 4 packs to go in this second box that's been holding its own. All right, looks like we have a double dipping of the Mr. Kels. All right, Quinyon Mitchell, and then we have a turbocharged Dak Prescott. I think he's turbocharged every year, and but he's a Cowboy. Then we have Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's turbocharged usually for the first few weeks, and then the Cowboys remember what team they're playing for, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right, we have Mr. Urlacher with the Bears, and then we have a die cut, silver die cut of Mr. LeVar Jackson. That's an interesting die cut. It's kind of weird. All right, then we have another. We have Ed McCaffrey, Mr. Luke and Christian McCaffrey's dad, and then Jahmyr Gibbs. So, trying to decide whether or not I want to sleeve up that Lamar Jackson. I'll probably do that a little bit later. All right, 2 packs to go. He'll probably be in the running for another MVP this year because he plays at such an incredibly good level. All right. As a 49er fan, that's pretty cool. We have a Joe Montana. And then we have another rookie. We have Mr. Drake May. Wow, that's pretty cool. Sleeve him up later. And then we have Mr. Target, Icky Woods. And then lastly, another Lamar Jackson. he wanted to show up twice in this box. All right, we're down to our very last pack of this incredibly awesome rip. I cannot complain. We pulled some pretty cool cards here. All right, we have Devontae Smith. Then we have who I call Mr. Mega Man, Blake Corum. Then we have Lamar Jackson for the 3rd time in this box. Wow. And then to finish things off, we have red, white, and blue. It's a rookie. It's an Eagle, so Quinyon Mitchell. So, hey, not too bad. Okay, so as a quick recap, we pulled some awesome cards here. I cannot complain. We pulled Drake May, another Drake May, Bucky Irving, a 3rd Drake May. Man, I didn't realize we pulled him so much. And then Brock Bowers, base rookies. Those were absolutely insane. I said absolutely once again. Bo Nix with the Mem. And then we pulled a base Jaden Daniels. Then we pulled a red, white, and blue Bo Nix. Another Bo Nix. And then finally, for our for our numbered card, we pulled Marvin Harrison Jr. Green Shock. Number 398 out of 599. Man, I'm glad I grabbed 2 boxes, but now part of me is wishing I had grabbed maybe a few more. Uh, Man, that was an insanely awesome rip. Pulled some absolutely awesome cards. Yeah, I cannot complain. I would definitely most definitely probably. Uh, he has a conflict of words. I'm definitely going to send some of these to PSA in my next submission. In fact, I will probably do a submission video later on today or sometime this week, and you'll most likely see a couple of these cards included. Probably not the Bo Nix, but right off the top of my head, most likely the Jaden Daniels, the Bo Nix, the Marvin Harrison, and maybe, just maybe, this Drake May, and maybe the other one as well, and the Brock Bauer. So we'll see. Quite a few cards to go through, as well as other ones. Man, pulled some pretty decent stuff over the past few videos. So, man, it's been pretty cool. But tell me, what did you guys think of this rip? I thought it was awesome. Definitely, I want to say worth the $80, but it'd be even cooler if it was 70. But what did you guys think? Let me know. Post in the comments below. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. If you pulled anything awesome ripping these cards, let me know. Post in the comments below. I want to hear. May not be the quickest to respond, but definitely I will eventually respond. But I want to know what you guys pulled. If you've found any out in the wild, I want to hear. Guys, thanks so much. Once again, if you like what you saw, hit that like button. And if you want to help out the channel, hit that subscribe button. Help get to 400 subscribers. We are getting there. And thank you so much. And I will catch you guys next time.